Everything stops for 5 seconds.
Birds freeze mid-flight, suspended in the empty air. Ocean waves pause mid-crash, locking the sea in time. A herd of wildebeests stumbles, losing their steady balance. A flock of geese veers off course in confusion.
Then, the world starts again. What if Earth stopped spinning?
This is what would happen to you and to animals.
Our planet Earth spins at 1,000 miles per hour. We do not feel this rapid spin because everything moves. But what happens if this continuous movement suddenly stops today?
For our curious global viewers, science meets wild nature.
There is no need for fear, just facts and wonders.
Second one. The ground underneath us suddenly halts.
But the invisible atmosphere above does not stop.
Massive winds immediately slam at 1,000 miles per hour.
In Africa, violent dust storms crash into migrating animal herds.
Wildebeests struggle against the sudden, blinding wall of dust.
In the USA and Canada, giant forest trees bend sideways.
Ancient pines creak under the immense force of the air.
Birds that were flying high are violently pushed off course. Feathered wings struggle against the invisible, rushing aerodynamic forces.
Migrating Canada geese in Europe tumble through the turbulent gray skies.
Their formation breaks apart as they spin out of control.
Magnificent albatrosses over the vast ocean struggle to stay airborne. They fight the sheer turbulence rising from the dark waves.
The sky becomes a battlefield of wind and wild feathers.
Second 2. The deep ocean waters keep moving forward.
Colossal waves instantly form, surging toward the distant shorelines. Giant walls of ocean water crash violently on coastal regions.
On the sandy beaches of Australia, sea turtles are washed ashore.
They tumble in the fast currents, helpless against the tide. Seals in Norway and Canada are pushed far inland. The water carrying them over rocks and coastal grassy plains. Deep underwater, massive whales feel the ocean currents shift violently. They struggle to steer through the sudden, churning underwater chaos.
Second 3. The global ocean tides go absolutely crazy.
Coastal animals like crabs lose their footing on wet rocks.
Shorebirds are swept off the muddy beaches by rising waters. The age-old rhythm of the deep sea breaks completely.
But for 5 brief seconds, ocean life faces total disorientation.
The natural aquatic order is temporarily turned upside down.
Second 4. The animals feel the danger before we do.
Great elephants in the African savanna stop and listen intently.
Their massive ears fan out, sensing deep tectonic vibrations. Wild wolves in Canada and Norway howl at the sky. Their cries echo through the quiet, frozen northern forests. Domestic dogs in busy cities bark non-stop in sudden panic. They sense a strange shift in gravity and planetary movement.
Tiny bees stop flying mid-air, dropping from garden flowers.
Delicate butterflies lose balance and drop to the damp ground.
In remote New Zealand, penguins waddle in circles, highly confused. They look around, unable to comprehend the sudden planetary halt.
Their delicate internal biological compass is completely thrown off. Nature's invisible navigation network breaks down for a moment.
Every wild creature stands frozen, waiting for what comes next.
A heavy, tense silence hangs over the entire global landscape.
Second 5. The Earth slowly starts its spin once again. The ferocious, destructive winds begin to lose their momentum.
The massive, towering ocean waves slowly begin to settle down. Scattered birds in the sky find their flight paths again. They realign their wings and soar back into steady formations. Domestic dogs in busy cities bark non-stop in sudden panic.
They shake off the dust and continue their long migration.
But for those 5 seconds, the world was absolute chaos.
The delicate balance of nature was tested to its limit.
The wild animals would remember this strange, shocking event. Their ancient instincts would remain highly on edge for days. They watched the horizon, wary of another sudden planetary shift. A collective sigh of relief ripples through the global ecosystems. The natural cycles of night and day resume their pace.
Life begins to find its normal, reassuring rhythm once more.
Luckily, this planetary pause lasted for only 5 seconds. But what would happen if the Earth stopped spinning forever? One side of the Earth would face the hot sun.
This sunny side would become a scorched, desolate desert wasteland.
The opposite side would freeze into a dark, icy void.
Migrating animals would have to keep moving to survive constantly.
They would chase the narrow twilight zone of habitable temperature. Vast fields of plants and forests would wither and die.
The global food chain would experience a complete, fatal collapse.
Thankfully, science tells us that is not going to happen.
Our solar system remains stable, protecting our fragile home planet.
For our viewers worldwide, this reveals a highly important lesson. Every single living thing on this planet is deeply connected.
The Earth's spin, the wind, oceans, and animals work together.
A doctor, a globally renowned wildlife biologist, explains this. She studies how planetary forces shape the survival of species.
Animals evolved over millions of years with Earth's constant spin.
Even 5 seconds of disruption severely affects their ancient migrations. Their precise hunting patterns and overall survival mechanisms are compromised.
It reminds us of the delicate balance we must protect.
The planet's movement is the silent heartbeat of all life.
Without this constant spin, our familiar world would fade away.
We must appreciate the delicate cosmic machinery that sustains us. Every sunrise is a gift of this continuous planetary journey.
Myth: everything on the surface would fly into outer space.
Migrating animals would have to keep moving to survive constantly.
Myth: all animals would instantly perish during the stop.
Fact: most would be confused, but easily survive 5 seconds.
Wild nature is far stronger and more resilient than we think.
Which animal do you think would react the strangest? Comment below.
If you love high-quality science and wildlife, please subscribe today.
We bring you amazing new educational videos every single week.
Next up, if the sun disappeared, what would animals do? Stay curious, explore our amazing world, and see you next time.